Gibby, we're 1 month in. Bo Bichette leads the American League in hits. Explain his success to me.
Why are you surprised, Dave? He's put up tremendous numbers for such a young kid and for a shortstop. He's like Vladdy Jr., right? They're just hitters. They grew up around the game.
Well, I remember even at the beginning of our season here that you told me MVP candidate. And it was like, yeah, it was legit. It was legit.
Good. I hope you remind me that. I tell you, it's a pretty good 1-2 punch that they should have for a lot of years if they ante up at the bank.
As you know, the Leafs are off to the second round of the postseason. I want you to take us back to 2015, 2016 when the Jays were in the postseason and the city was buzzing there. What do you remember about how the city feels? It feels different when teams win, don't they?
Oh, Dave, you know what? And I always heard, they said, you will not believe what happens at this place. If you guys are relevant, you get to August and late in the season and you're in this thing, watch what happens, right? But we were always out of it by June, so we never got to experience that. So sure enough, finally in 2015, everything came together and it was like a light switch, man. And I really can't do it justice describing what happened, the feel, the electricity. There was just something about that place. And they were starved for it. It had been way too long. Now with the Leafs, I think it's a different story too. It's been a long time coming for them where they've been able to advance past that first round, and they did it this year. And imagine that place if they win it all and then the Blue Jays could end up winning it all. It'd be something.
Yeah, fun time to be a Toronto sports fan, indeed.
Yes.
Hey, last week we touched on a topic with Pete Rose. A lot of our listeners said, you know what, we want to know more. So why are you so strong on Hall of Fame for Pete Rose like a lot of people seem to be right now?
But I view the Hall of Fame as what you accomplished on the field. And he's the all-time hit king. And there's plenty of guys in the Hall of Fame that have done some bad things, I'm sure, right? I believe the same thing about these steroid guys because there's still some question about who did what. Even like Barry Bonds, right? Barry was going to go in regardless. He was that good a player. Put him in and put an asterisk by his name because these guys are all great players. Steroids added to what could have happened. Doesn't take away from what kind of great players they were. You can't take some average Joe and put him on steroids. He's going to end up in the Hall of Fame. But Pete being the all-time hit king, put the asterisk by him. I've got no problem with that because he should be recognized for that.
There's another argument being made right now. Should there be penalties for athletes who bet on sports outside of their own?
Yeah, I don't see how you can even do that or even attempt to do that, right? It's like we make these rules knowing that they're not going to be able to follow it. That ain't going to happen. So maybe try to figure out something that's practical, makes common sense, and you can actually get done. Otherwise, we get all these pipe dreams, man. And that's why things never get accomplished because, shoot for the moon, they got no shot.
Yeah, certainly. Hey, has anybody ever told
you? Was I preaching there?
No, you
were crying out loud, man. Don't get me started.
Has anybody ever told you look like a young Jack Nicholson?
Hopefully a young Jack Nicholson. Have you seen Jack lately? As a matter of fact, I saw a picture of him the other day. He finally showed up again at a Lakers game or something, right?
He used to live there, basically.
Yeah, right? And he didn't look too good. And then but a number of people have told me that. And I looked at, gosh, I hope I look better than he does, but maybe not.
Want more John Gibbons takes? Of course you do. Sports Interaction is the official gaming partner of Gibby. Join us every Wednesday and Friday for Gibby's takes around Major League Baseball and, of course, the Toronto Blue Jays. Click the link below and subscribe to our YouTube page today.